Hidden reports that were behind the veil have now emerged. Yesterday, global media released an image that could silently shake the balance of the entire world. The US Navy's Ohio Class Nuclear Submarine SSBN 739 was spotted in the waters of Gibraltar. This is same submarine capable of carrying Trident 2 D5 missiles with a range of 15,000 kilometers. Cosmic statement of the past day when the ocean hides fire within itself. Now that a decree is about to descend from the divine throne. Cosmic impact of today. This is the day of the manifestation of Al Ghalib, the victorious. Today, a silent but lethal war of threats is underway between global powers. The United States, by signaling the presence of its nuclear submarine, has sent a message to Iran. We have an option available. Meanwhile, Iran has responded by announcing its readiness to produce 90% enriched uranium. These are the secret reports. Mainstream media is hiding full scale military preparations on both sides. 12 US warships in the Gulf of Oman and ballistic missile deployment along Iranian coasts. The unseen narration of today. This is the very conflict Imam Ali alayhi salam foretold when trials emerge from the two seas. Tomorrow will be critically decisive. News indicates an emergency meeting of the US President where military action against Iran may be discussed. The Iranian parliament may present a bill authorizing the development of nuclear weapons. Tomorrow's cosmic event, a rare alignment between Jupiter and Saturn, which scholars have termed a sign of the fitna of the end times. Spiritual preparation message. Recite Surah Al-Fatiha and Nadi Ali, for only Mawla Ali alayhi salam can solve our difficulties. O Hindu, Sikh, Buddhists, Christians, Jewish, Muslim, and all of humanity. Do you know that in just 12 to 15 days from today, a nuclear submarine could raise its head in the warm water of the Gulf of Oman? The submarine named Ohio, but its message is that of an executioner. America has shown it has the power, and Iran has declared it has the will. But remember, this is not merely a war between two nations. This is a battle for the future of all humanity. Tomorrow could be the decisive day. Are you ready? Labbaik ya Hussein, labbaik ya Mahdi, labbaik ya Abbas. Question: if nuclear tensions escalate between Iran and America tomorrow, which power can save this world from destruction? Do you believe Mawla Ali alayhi salam Nadi Ali can still perform a miracle today? Write your opinion below. Labbaik ya Hussein. O protectors of humanity, this message is not just a video, it is a final warning. Share it as much as possible so that every human being awakens. Tonight, pray two rakats of Salat al-Wahsha and recite Surah Al-Qadr Subscribe to the channel and become part of this ongoing charity. Our turner of hearts, keep our hearts firm in your love. Amen. O Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Buddhist, Jewish, Muslim, and all of humanity. Do you know that right now, somewhere beneath the surface of the world's oceans, a nuclear submarine is silently moving, and a single photograph of it has shaken global diplomacy to its core. The question is not where it is. The question is, what does this silence mean for the world? Today we will unpack the military facts and then through the timeless wisdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam and the eternal lesson of Karbala. We will ask, when the powerful threaten the weak with nuclear weapons, where does justice stand? Stay until the end. This is not just news, this is the story of our time. Brothers and sisters in humanity, the United States Navy recently released a photograph, and this photograph is not merely an image, it is a message. The vessel shown is the Ohio Class Nuclear Submarine, one of the most powerful weapons ever built by human hands. It carries Trident ballistic missiles capable of delivering nuclear warheads to targets up to 15,000 kilometers away. The photograph was taken near Gibraltar, and then the submarine disappeared. The photograph was taken near Gibraltar, and then the submarine disappeared. Its current location classified from Gibraltar to the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow waterway Iran controls, is roughly 7,000 kilometers at operational speed. That is a journey of 12 to 50 days. Why release this photograph? Because US-Iran nuclear negotiations are at a breaking point. Iran rejected Washington's terms. Tehran declared clearly, we will not surrender our enriched uranium, and if military pressure increases, Iran is prepared to enrich uranium to 90%, the threshold for nuclear weapon capability. America's answer came not in words, but in this photograph we also have nuclear options. The Strait of Hormuz where resolve held. Here is a crucial fact rarely mentioned in Western coverage. America launched what it called Project Freedom, a major military operation to establish control over the Strait of Hormuz. 15,000 troops, billions in naval assets, aircrafts, carriers are deployed. The result, failure of thousands of vessels attempting passage. Only two ships were escorted through under American military protection, and even those crews were reportedly tense throughout the operation. Meanwhile, Iran successfully moved 34 to 60 of its own vessels through the strait along its own coastline past the American naval fleet without incident. This is not a minor detail, this is a demonstration of real strategic capability achieved without releasing a single dramatic photograph. The Husseini perspective. Now, Let us place this moment within the framework that gives it deeper meaning. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib said, Al-mulku yabqa ma'al kufri wa la yabqa ma'al zulam. Powers can survive alongside unbelief, but it cannot survive injustice. Nahjul Balaga saying 252. Throughout human history, every empire that ruled through terror rather than justice has eventually collapsed under the weight of its own oppression. At Karbala, Yazid, La'in possessed armies, weapons, and political power. Imam Hussein al-Islam had none of these things incomparable peers. And yet, Husseini's voice echoes across 14 centuries, while the name of his oppressor is cursed. When we look at today, geopolitical tensions, a superpower deploying nuclear submarines as a negotiating tool against a nation under sanctions, we must ask, which side of history do we wish to stand on? The lesson of Karbala is not only for Muslims, it is for every human being who has ever faced a power that said, submit or be destroyed. Imam Hussein's answer was, Hayata min zillat, disgrace is far from us. Next 40 Next 24 hours, a new round of talks or ultimatum is likely. 7-day outlook, Iran's parliament may formally debate nuclear policy escalation. 30-day outlook, either a diplomatic breakthrough occurs behind closed doors or rhetoric from both sides intensifies further. O Imam Hussein al-Islam, master of the oppressed, voice of justice across all ages. In a world where nuclear submarines sail as diplomatic threats, we remember your lesson that no weapon silences the voice of truth. May Allah hasten the reappearance of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, who will establish justice where injustice now reigns. Ameen. If this message reached your heart, share it. This is an act of ongoing charity, a sadaqah jariyah that carries meaning beyond a single view count. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Tomorrow's lesson continues. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu.